married my sister, now we're living together. Roommates in law.
We're getting good.
I mean, I would say someone's going to come to us with some sort of recording deal.
I mean, people are probably coming to us just the voices that we have. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, there we go.
Come on. Early riff.
A little cum riff right
Early
away.
riff. You got to get it out of your system. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, God.
2 in a row,
My
Tom.
man Timmy is half an espresso in, and he's cooking.
Oh, dude, give me a cheers on the Espress.
Cheers. Thanks for the espresso. Oh, man. A younger Tom would have said, what if we turn these into Spressy teens?
Well, we don't have any VOD, so I'd have been like, no.
No, absolutely not.
Love where your head's at, but we aren't able to.
No. I don't even know if there is espresso in an espresso martini.
There is.
I thought it was like cold brew.
No, we've made several Spressinis. It's a really easy thing.
What do you throw in there?
Vodka, Kahlua, espresso.
That's it.
That's it. Sometimes you can put a little like simple syrup in there, but Timmy don't like it too sweet.
No, neither do I.
Don't like that. And you need to put in a couple of coffee beans in there.
On top.
We also leave that garnish out.
Yeah, well, because you kind of got to nail the shake so you have the foam that they sit on top of.
I nail it every time.
Oh, you do nail the shake. You shake them.
Oh, we shake them up real nice.
Damn.
We got a little shaker happening over there, Tom. And it's a pretty decent beverage that your boy can make. I mean, it's 3 ingredients and then you shake it really hard.
Hey, don't sell yourself short.
All right, I'm an amazing bartender.
Hey, dude, you are, but you're not even my brother-in-law.
Nope, not even
my
fucking
friend.
roommate. Not after today, Tom.
No, why? What happened today?
Oh, you showed up? Fucking Take Your Time Tom shows up an hour and a half late.
Take your time, Tom. Where's that been?
It's fucking on the dome,
That's
dude.
pretty good. I mean, something's going on with you today.
One
You're
sip
on
of a
fire.
teen, and
Yeah.
I'm in. I mean, one sip
No,
of
not
a
even
spreen.
a teen. Yeah, spree.
I'm trying to. We got to come back from our fucking gazpacho.
Yeah, can we
nonsense.
just address this? Last week on the pod, we were trying to name. Yeah, wink, wink. It was 24 hours ago. Last week on the pod, we were trying to come up with the name for gazpacho, which is a cold tomato soup, and we got that. I nailed it.
And then I don't know. I think you said it with a ton of confidence. So I was like, actually, I think that's the secret police.
Before you even said it, I also agree that we got to the same place together.
You know what sucks is right when the pod was over, we both went Gestapo.
Gestapo's the police. I think we did nail it. Was gazpacho.
Rat tails.
Fuck.
Hey, you know what? We're human beings.
We make mistakes.
And we make mistakes.
So we're sorry.
Yeah, whoops.
Whoops.
Sorry, you're geniuses.
Sorry, all of you. We're probably screaming at your radio.
Yeah,
your
hey, by the
radio
way,
that
your
you were listening-
radio. Oh, my God. God in heaven.
Your
What are
radio
you,
that you
me?
were holding on your shoulder.
That you're lifting up to your crush's window, trying to get her to go to prom.
Shout out to John Cusack, good friend of the pod.
Johnny Q. But hey, here's the thing. If you're listening to this pod, you're probably not that smart either.
No.
So why don't you get off our fucking leather, dude?
Yeah, get off our leather. Is that a saying?
It's from It's from an old Lil Jon rap song.
What is...
Get off my leather. What?
Oh, okay.
It was Heat.
It's a pretty good Lil Jon impression.
Thank you.
He nailed that.
So that's just like a thing we used to fucking say.
Yeah.
Get off my leather, dude.
Hey, what do you think about this knit shirt?
I think it's honestly kind of fire.
I have the least amount of confidence wearing
No, it's
it.
Heat.
I literally walked by Tucker, Brookshire today.
I was just about to say, this is insane.
What?
This is blowing my mind. Tucker is like trying to give me fashion advice because I'm in desperate need for it, and I ask him for it all the time.
I think you look great.
And he's been sending me shit like this, and then right when you walked in, I was like, well, fuck.
Damn it.
Well, all right.
Well, who do you think I'm getting fashion
Yeah, that's
advice
true.
from?
I was like, guess I'm sticking with the black shirt.
We have the same clothing dealer.
God damn it.
So I'm walking through Brooklyn and I hear a Tom. I look across the street. It's Tucker in a full sprint. He's out for a jog.
Quick cue.
Yeah.
Did he pop the top?
No, he had
Kept
it
the top
I was
on.
kind of surprised.
Oh, I thought for sure he'd have been a topless runner.
Well, because he looks great.
It's ripped.
Yeah. So he just called me over and I walk around. I feel bad. I didn't even tell him I was in town. So he was like, he goes, I saw the shirt and I go, it looks just like that is Tom.
That's Tom.
Yeah.
I mean, in a city of 9 mil.
It's fun. It's fun running into someone in the wild.
What are you doing
I
here?
ran across the street, almost got hit by a car, gave him a big sweaty hug, and he immediately I was like, I bought the shirt because of you, and I can't wear it on stage.
No, it's a very wearable on stage shirt. And here's the thing. Here's the good thing about the shirt. For those of you that can't see the shirt,
Yeah, get on YouTube.
I don't care. It's a good shirt. It doesn't
knit.
look like you're trying hard.
It doesn't.
It does
See, that's
not.
what I thought it looked like. Okay.
It's a nice cash shirt that doesn't look like you're putting a ton of effort.
And then I go to Tucker, I go, well, here's the thing. I bought the shirt, and I don't know what pants to wear with it. And he goes, I've been talking pants all day with Tim.
That's all we were talking about all day. I'm just trying to get this man to give me a makeover.
Well, then he's like, you got to wear full linen loose pants, and I just don't see myself in that.
Man, he had this argument twice today. I'm like, linen? Tucker, I don't own a yacht. I'm not currently on a yacht.
I look like, yeah, I just used my line from on stage.
He's like,
I
that's
look
your
like I
merch.
was homeschooled on a yacht.
He's like, I'll give it to you, but you have that on a
I
koozie.
turned to camera somewhere. I could see myself wearing it if I was going to like a garden party.
Sure. No, I'm telling you, it's Cash City. It's fine.
All right.
No one. I really don't think anybody's looking at it like, look at this piece.
Look at this guy. He thinks he's
Who do you think you are?
rich.
Fucking comfy in your comfy ass shirt?
It is really comfy.
It looks really
And
comfy.
it's light. It's not hot.
Now, here's my cue. I wonder how that's going to hold up. You haven't washed that puppy yet, have you?
No, I got it 7 days ago.
Yeah, I feel like that's going to come out of the dryer the size of a nickel.
It's like a doll, like
Yeah.
a little doll shirt.
100%. That's going to be Lizzie's shirt.
Well, I won't dry it then.
Yeah. Okay.
That's a thing.
Do you have that kind of patience, though?
Not really.
Yeah, neither do I.
You know what I do? Oftentimes, as I'm putting stuff from the wash into the dryer, I look at a couple things. I go, this probably could hang dry, but I'm leaving town tomorrow.
It'll be all right.
Throw it in the dryer. Our dryer's not that good.
No, it's fine. Throw it in. Hey, are you separating whites and darks?
Have done it maybe once in my life.
Because I think that's like an old wives' tale.
I mean, it's like there's very few things that can actually like fuck it up. But one time I did throw like a new red shirt in with a bunch of whites, and all my whites came out a little bit pink.
How long ago was this?
This was like in college.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I saw this on Twitter. They were like, it's gone now. Like the stuff they use in shirts.
Oh,
is,
they fixed it?
Well, it's like like back in the day, they had like shitty dye that would run, but now the stuff they use in shirts, it's not just gonna run everywhere.
Shout out to the shirt people
Shout
for
out-
fixing that.
Yeah, shout out Hanes and fucking whoever makes that
Gildan.
shirt.
Yeah, this was like a $23 shirt on Amazon.
God, I just need to spend more time looking for outfits. It stresses me out. Fit.
Yeah. I don't even know if people heard that. That was so quiet. It stresses me out. Fit. You said that with about 5% confidence. Where was the confidence of your early riffs there?
I don't know.
That was good.
That one came out and it was pretty fun though.
I liked it. That's exactly the kind of reference that on our good friends Alex Dragovich and Jeffrey Asmus's podcast, You're an Idiot, they would say, Alex would say, we don't do that kind of stuff here.
Oh, you don't have fun?
No.
That's what we're doing?
No, puns are not really allowed.
No
over there.
fun with our good friend Drago.
And that's just a little shot at our good friends.
For
there.
really, we usually keep those off mic and camera, but Tom decided to bring it on into the wild.
Sometimes I'm just thinking about our good friends and how I could bring them down a peg. So.
And that's coming to you live from the Roommate-in-Law boys.
From the Roommates-in-Law studio at Woodward Avenue.
Tom, we had a bit of a discussion last night about if and when the young man moves to the big city of New York, are we rebranding this motherfucker?
I'll tell you what. Yeah, well, yeah. If I end up in New York, we are rebranding the pod, and we want to. I know we've flirted with it before, but we want to hear your guys' thoughts on if we changed it to Zero of the Week. You know, we'd have to get a new theme song.
There's zero of the week.
But we don't actually change. We just like re-record us over. You can still hear he married my sister. We're living, but we're like,
Saw you on the train and you were fucking annoying. Zero of the week.
Yeah, because most of our zeros are on the train or the plane
Or the plane.
or the automobile.
There we go. We're bumping mics for this one for some goddamn reason.
Yeah, we've never done that.
Never done
before.
that in our lives. But yeah, so I think it's a good idea.
To move here.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
You know what would suck is if you moved here and then like right when you got here, it's like, I'm moving to LA.
Yeah, if you did,
Yeah.
it would be a great prank. I mean,
like-
it wouldn't be like that funny, but it would. I'd be like, well done.
Like, all right,
You got me.
D's
I
timing.
moved my shit here.
And I'm like, I just moved into an apartment in LA. I'm like, I went way too far. with this.
It's my room. You've like done it under an alias. I'm like, guys, I found a perfect subletter. He's kind of agreeing to everything.
He's like, yeah, but he won't give me his name. It's going through a shell corporation.
Yeah, that would be really, really mean.
It would be a stinker.
It'd be fun. You'd have a bad time out there, I'll tell you what.
I mean, hey, look, look, Tom, I can have a bad time wherever I am.
I can find a way to have a bad time
Hey, trust
in
me,
any
Tom.
city.
You put me in an amazing situation, I'll find a way to have a pretty bad time.
I'll find a couple zeros in there.
I might even be the fucking zero, dude.
I think this, no, we haven't given ourselves a zero in a while. I still love that one time where I didn't even realize it, but I gave myself zero of the week, 2 weeks in a row. And my little sister goes, how's therapy going? You've given yourself a pretty harsh zero 2 weeks in a row. And I was like, damn, I didn't even notice.
There's nothing wrong with a little self-critique, Tom.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that.
No.
I stay critiquing.
If there's one thing about my good friend Tim, he's mean to my good friend Tim.
I am my own worst enemy, but hey, that's why we tried to sign up for therapy one time, and then it didn't work out, and I never signed up again.
You got to get back.
I know. I mean, look, therapy should be free.
That would be great. Healthcare should be free. I'm going to go out on a limb
Whoa,
and say that.
whoa, now
it should be universal.
I think we might be onto something.
I don't actually really understand the term universal healthcare because isn't it just countrywide? Isn't that all we're shooting for?
Yeah, just countrywide. I think that's already an insurance company, though.
Countrywide insurance.
Countrywide insurance. Come tell me why you're sad.
Their therapy is just country music lyrics.
Come
and you
tell me
kind of
what's
have to be drinking a
bumming
lot
you out.
during the
Right when you
session.
sit down, they just hand you a Coors.
It's like a tin cup of whiskey. Yeah, you have to. Man, I was trying to find some old bits. Do you ever look through like old notebooks and stuff?
For sure.
I was looking through my old improv like notebook when I was back in Second City days, and I don't remember what the character was, but I do remember thinking it was hilarious. It was a old Western bartender who never learned how to spit, and he like he's like he kind of like drooling, and then he's like finding other things to do instead of
He just makes the sound effect anyway.
Exactly, because they always do it's always like you ain't from around here, are you? And then it's bing.
Mm-hmm.
But he has to find like a different thing, so he flips a hammer and smashes it on the bar, or like snaps double guns.
Double guns,
Yeah, finds other ways, and then every once in a while, when no one's looking, he tries the spit, but it just kind of.
Okay.
I think there was something there.
Yeah, so I mean, I wouldn't do that on stage.
I'm trying it at Sesh Comedy tonight.
Or like, I wouldn't, and I also wouldn't bring it up in like conversation or on a pod or anything.
I'm doing it in my audition for Lorne Michaels next week.
How about this? Hey, you toss something at me. Let me toss a dumb one at you.
Please.
I had this thought the other night. I don't know if I shared this with you. It's pretty dumb, but I've been hitting the giggle button with it for some
I love a
reason.
giggle.
It, because I went to a Yankees game recently. They're fun.
Sure.
And they've made all these new rules to make the game more fun and to make it
it's
faster.
faster. Yeah.
It was a 2.5 hour game.
That's amazing.
And I had a great time.
Yeah.
So I was thinking there, if they're this is not going to be funny either. I just have been giggling about it all day.
Well, it's hard to follow my non-spitting Western
But I was thinking,
guy.
they've got the fastball, they've got, the knuckleball, the curveball. What if they introduced the goofball?
Oh, yes. Next, coming into pitch at relief is Tim Smith, known for his signature goofball. What does the goofball look like?
That's what I've been trying to figure out.
You just flash your dick first.
Or it's like you just try to hit the batter with everyone. If he dodges them all, he's I don't know, gets a homer. Or
Maybe
something.
you're like maniacally laughing, Joker style.
I just thought of something about bringing, and they'd call him in.
Goofball.
Can't hit this guy's goofball.
He's throwing the goof.
This guy's goofy as hell. How am I supposed to hit this
funny.
goofball?
He's just maybe it's like a backhand throw.
But then they would just go yard with it. I was like,
That's
maybe
true.
you have to throw it with the other hand.
Yeah,
But then, like, what would
you're
the
just
point of that
walking
be?
everyone.
I think I just enjoy saying goofball.
Well, it's fun when you got the curveball, you got the fastball.
What if?
What about the goofball?
The goofball.
You know what one of my biggest pet peeves with Mr. Bruce Springsteen is?
Oh, lay it on me.
Yeah, in one of his most famous songs, Glory Days, in the opening lyric is, I had a friend who was a big baseball player back in high school. He could throw that speedball by you, make you look like a fool. He calls it a speedball.
Yeah, that's drugs.
Yeah, no one has ever called a fastball a speedball.
Hey, Bruce, that's cocaine.
And like heroin, isn't it?
It's something that I've never done.
Isn't a speedball, isn't that what Belushi died from?
I think he had quite a bit going on.
I think it was a speedball. I think it's heroin and cocaine.
I think there was also some cheeseburgers in there.
Probably a couple.
Bit of a fat man.
Maybe a fattening. Maybe a.
Yeah, that's annoying because like fastball, same amount of
He could
syllables
throw
would have
that
worked.
fastball by you.
Yeah,
It's like one of my biggest, most annoying gripes.
it's like if you ever did meet him, you're like, I
have to
I
ask.
have to.
Why?
Speedball?
You're making yourself sound like a nerd, Bruce.
Speedball? Maybe that's like a local. You know, he's like a what is he? Like a Philly guy?
Jersey.
He's like a Jersey
Jesus
guy.
Christ, dude.
And maybe that was like what they called it in 1912. I don't know.
Maybe he was doing drugs.
He's got that speedball.
Yeah. Next up with the he led with the goofball. Now he's got the speedball.
I mean, if you can look at me with a straight face and tell me goofball just isn't fun to say.
No, it's fun. I'm just then it's like, where does it go?
Nowhere.
Nowhere. Yeah.
Nowhere at all.
Certainly
but hey,
not over the plate.
I've been giggling about it all day.
That's fun. I like that.
Tom riddled me this. I had a little hiccup in here the other day. So you see where the toilet is?
It's right there.
Right there.
Looking right at it.
Lizzie was gone. She's went to some workout class. I'm in there hitting the poo.
Okay.
Look around.
No TP.
No TP.
Knew it.
Now here's where the problem kicks in. See these windows?
Yeah.
No blinds.
Right.
See that backyard?
Uh-huh.
People mix up in there all the time.
People are hanging.
Now I got to come out, bent over, dick out, poop in butt,
Poopy butt.
poopy butt, and I have to come out here and find fucking paper towels.
Can I ask a question?
Lay it on me.
Why bent over?
Because if your cheeks come back together, then all the poos gets creamed in there.
Yeah, but like you're walking. Does it really help if you're bent over? Does that keep the cheeks apart?
I think so. Yeah.
Couldn't you just hold the cheeks?
I guess I didn't think of that. I just came out
I mean,
here
that's not like a better look for your neighbors.
just spreading my butt cheeks apart.
Wait, did they see you, you think?
I mean, I tried to make it quick.
Where is the TP stored?
TP stored?
Yeah.
Oh, it's usually under the sink in there. But I had to come out here to get a paper towel.
Oh, you were completely out. You're dry. There's no... Yeah.
Zero. We were waiting for it to arrive in the mail. I got nothing.
Do you guys not buy anything at a store?
No, it's all Amazon.com.
Everything is delivered here.
Which is a problem because like that's one of the main issues with gentrification is people like us move in and then we don't go to the local stores.
I mean, there's spots like 30 feet away.
Yeah, but like Amazon is like they just deliver it to your door. For like
Unbelievable.
nothing. With Prime, it's free, Tom.
You're part of the problem.
I know, hugely.
I'm buying clothing on Amazon, and I'm like, you have an issue.
You're an issue, dude.
Yeah.
Oh God.
You don't support local TP.
I mean, you Comfort Plus one time, and all of a sudden you're better than me.
I'll tell you what. One time it was first class too. I didn't even talk about that.
Oh shit!
I got bumped up to first class. Oh, this is a story I didn't tell.
Lay it on me, Tom.
I'm waiting to board my flight, and we're leaving Dallas.
Mm-hmm.
And all of a sudden, there's all this
Wait. You're on the plane or you're waiting to board?
waiting in the boarding area.
Okay.
All of a sudden, it's flight's delayed like an hour and a half, and all of a sudden, there's just chatter. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And I take out my headphones, and then there's this guy coming through, a tall gentleman with a hat on low, clearly a celebrity. He's got airport security with him. Oh. Everyone's talking, and I turn to this excited looking lady. I go, who is that? She goes, it's Luke Skywalker.
Oh.
And I was like, that is not Mark Hamill.
Fictional character.
It is
also.
not. It's Hayden Christensen. It's
Is he still that famous?
Anakin. Well, Star Wars is like different. It's culty. So like, if you're a Star Wars fan, I mean, I was like a little geeked out.
Hayden Chris, he hadn't been anything since Jumper. That movie stunk.
That did. Hey, Hayden. Jumper Stunker. From my good friend Tim. Do you want to come on the pod sometime?
Security guard just
Air
blows your
Marshal
head clean.
blows my head off. God, and if you haven't listened to all the episodes of Roommates in Law, you're missing some great callbacks because the Air Marshal is maybe the most recurring character.
And we haven't had that one in a minute.
No, that's a deep one.
Wait, so hey, this is kind of blowing my mind. Because you were on the plane coming from L.A. and Angela from The Office was just sitting her fat ass there. This guy gets his own. That makes no sense.
I figured it out. So I was like, people are like mobbing him.
Yeah.
It was like crazy. There was 20 people around him, and they all have like, this guy pulled out a Darth Vader helmet and had him sign it because he's Darth.
Gotta be some sort of convention going on.
That's what it was.
Okay.
I because I was like, how the fuck people had those little Pop Funkos? Have you ever seen those?
I think so.
They're a little collectible, like
Yeah,
cartoon.
kind
looking.
of a
It's like
bobblehead
It's a modern
situation.
bobblehead.
Yeah, yeah.
It's a rebranded bobblehead.
Yeah.
And they all had them for him
Bobblehead.
to sign, which like an unopened Darth Vader bobblehead signed by Hayden Christensen is worth a lot of money.
Is it?
Or Pop Funkos, they're like weird. It's a weird world. I learned about it a little bit when I worked at Cameo. So a lot of these people got deals through them, and like they make thousands and thousands of dollars reselling them.
So theoretically, our good friend Hayden
Yeah.
could place an order for 2,000 Pop Funkos, toss his name on them, and make some decent coin.
He's not allowed to resell them himself.
There we go.
Which
Okay.
is unfair because the secondary market is profiting off of him
I mean, could you imagine giving a shit
at that level.
of I need my Pop Funko signed by Hayden Christensen.
Oh, yeah.
And let me put it in my office and look at it.
I mean, people were giving him a miserable time. He had to walk 40 feet from like the little private room he was in.
People yelling so
To-
good.
Like selfies from like 8 feet away where I'm like, that could be anyone.
Where he's just like, please fuck off.
It really sucked. I mean, I hate, yeah, like, I heard someone just talking about this, but like, it is lame to act like that around celebrities.
Yes.
It's like, if you see him, like, if you see him somewhere and like no one's mobbing him, it's cool to be like, hey man, big fan.
Big fan.
Yeah. And then just keep it
Moving.
moving. But so he gets on the flight first. I also think they were making shit up of why I was delayed. I think that's why I was delayed. It's the second he got on, and we were delayed for like an hour and a half. And the second he got on, we all
Now you're
boarded.
boarding.
Yeah. Which I thought was a little fucked because people were missing their connections.
Like their lives.
Yeah.
Because he was signing Pop Funkos.
Because he was taking selfies.
Good Lord in heaven. Now, what? My man Hayden, fly private.
Yeah.
He's just getting on a Delta flight?
So it's just a Delta first class, not even like a nice first class.
See, this is what's making no sense. He's got the security. He's got everybody
Well, it's
mobbing
like
him. Jumps
airport
on a
security.
commercial
It's not
flight.
private security. It's like it's a no butt, all gut.
Yeah. So you
TSA
could have bum
agent.
rushed him.
People did. It was crazy.
Poor
I mean, this
guy.
like short little security guards like pushing people back. But so I was like, this stinks, whatever. And as he boards, I get the little notification on my phone that I got bumped up to first class. So I go see her, and she goes, "What seat do you want?" I pick a window seat, and
You're like, well, that depends on some. What seat is Hayden Christensen?
it crossed my mind,
Should have done it.
and I doubt she would have told me. They were pretty locked up about
You
it.
should have just sat right next to him, popped those shoes off, got a couple of Biscoffs.
And they're like, so what do you do for a living?
Yeah, yeah. Oh, God.
That would have been fun.
That
'Cause-
would have been huge.
So then I'm the first one on after him, and
Mm-hmm.
I walk on. The seat that I didn't pick was right next to him.
Should have just sat
There
there.
were two open ones. I thought about it, but then I was wondering. I'm like, do you think that he left? Do you think like they left that open on purpose?
did
So
they?
then, like, if I sat down, it was open the whole flight.
Interesting.
So if I sat down, would he be like, "Hey, man, I know you're not supposed to sit there"?
Yeah,
And I'm like, so I love
you pre-
Star Wars.
You pretend to check your ticket. Oh, that's the wrong seat. Whoops. Guess I'll just go over here
It's
now.
interesting because my seat ticket says that, and that's where you're sitting. Remember our zero from a few weeks ago?
Isn't that interesting?
Isn't that interesting how that works? By the way, are you a big mushrooms guy? I like your shirt.
Shut up.
Shut the hell up.
Idiot. Hayden, still hot.
So yeah, he's kind of a piece.
Looks good.
Yeah, he looks good. He was watching like cartoons on his tablet, but I sat right behind him, and boy was it not fun to watch everyone try to play it cool walking by him. It was like,
See, that's like I would.
or it actually was.
Oh, I
fun.
was like, ooh,
but
that's
I was
like
just
gets
like,
me
I was like
salivating.
0, 0, 0, 0. Everyone.
Literally moments before, you were like, maybe I could sit next to Hayden
Yeah,
Christensen.
I'm like, and this is the worst part. I sit down in my seat that I chose in my first ever upgraded to first class situation. I could have sat next to one of my childhood heroes. Instead, I'm sitting behind him. Crying baby sits next to me.
That sucks.
I mean, and a mom. It wasn't just the baby.
I was about to say they own ticket.
And like a breastfeeding mom. And I'm like, you do whatever you got to do. It was probably a great move to get first class there. Mm-hmm. And she was very nice. And the baby was fine most of the time, but started off crying. And I'm sitting there being like, do you think I could still move and sit next to Anakin Skywalker?
Would
please?
you have attempted to talk?
No, he had noise canceling headphones on.
Yeah, that's all the sign you need.
I think like during the meal, there's maybe a window. to be like, "What's up?" Or just like say like, "Big fan, by the way."
There-
I would.
yeah.
I probably would have said, "I'm a huge fan.
You're like, chicken, huh?
Hope everything's well." Yeah.
You wanted the chicken?
Yeah. Chicken salad, huh? He actually did order the chicken salad, which is what I wanted, and he got the last one.
I mean, this guy's just dominating you.
He just owned me. I wanted to be like, for the revolution, just choke him out.
Has he done? I mean, I haven't seen this kid anything since.
He was just in Obi-Wan series.
So he's. I mean, that's kind of his bag.
Yeah,
He just-
what's your Darth Vader? It's kind of hard to like be other things.
See, I guess maybe I'm not really grasping how big those second movies were.
Massive.
Oh, I mean, people were really pooping their pants over these.
Yeah, I mean, the purists like criticize them, but they all
Went with their outfits on.
yes, that's the perfect way to. They were at the movie theater dressed up as a Jedi, and they were like, the originals were better.
Originals were better. My penis is currently hard, but I don't think I'm that excited about it.
Yeah. I mean, I loved those movies.
Really? Maybe. I mean, I remember loving Natalie Portman in those movies.
God, I was in love with her.
Boy, she's
She's
really
still
something.
my all-time celebrity
Lundy,
crush.
she's still a piece.
God, her
Stone cold.
and Jesus Christ, The Notebook.
Amy.
No, Jesus,
Amy.
Rachel McAdams.
Rachel McAdams. I was saying Amy.
Yeah,
Adams.
Amy Adams.
She
also
never
a
hit
piece.
my crush territory.
Rachel McAdams.
Didn't do it.
She's the perfect like girl next door.
I don't know. I'm a
I also love how Girl Next Door on TV is like just an absolute stone cold 10.
yeah, just a perfect 10, perfect face, perfect body. Yeah, just kind of like the girl you see around all the time. Like I've never seen that woman in my life.
Never seen someone who comes close to touching.
If I saw
where
that person
she's
in
at.
real life, I'd pass out.
I'd faint instantly.
Just your classic
Like,
girl
oh my
next
God,
door,
it's
perfect
Luke Skywalker.
symmetry.
I just love the confidence of the first lady. It's Luke Skywalker. No, it's not.
No, try again.
That's
try
Mark
again.
Hamill. He's like 40 years older than him.
Mark would be flying private though.
Yeah, I think so. He's got crazy old money.
I mean, I just, I can't imagine. I mean, I guess it depends on what kind of deal he signed. But if he's not getting residues out of this, he's got to be, broke, right?
I hate the way your voice just went. Residues. No, he's not broke. I bet he gets $300,000 guaranteed to go to a convention.
Yeah, but like that's Hollywood celebrity broke.
Sure, yeah. Well, because he has 4 houses and he's making payments on
Yeah,
shit.
he doesn't live in Boise.
No, that's true.
He lives in
Hollywood.
yeah.
Oh, probably the hills.
So I'm saying,
I was
like
thinking about moving up there and getting a house.
little spot.
You want to? Yeah.
I think a little
wanna go in
bungalow
on
would be
it?
good for you.
Yeah, right on the water.
Just a little something, Laurel Canyon, something chill.
Sure.
I think it'd be nice.
Good LA pull right there.
How you like that?
That was pretty good.
I
How do
kinda-
you know Laurel Canyon?
I've been looking for apartments around that area.
Okay,
I'm
I've
waiting for
been
you to
looking
move
to
here.
buy.
That's where I'm going to Laurel Canyon.
As
How
soon
do
as
know?
I,
So
as
there's-
soon as I hit Ridgewood, you're hitting
I'm
Laurel
hitting Laurel.
Canyon.
So there's a great documentary on Laurel Canyon. That's why I know it, and that's where all like the artists and musicians were in the '70s. Tom.
Okay.
So that's how I. That's why I know
so
that.
That's it. I thought you had a great follow up.
Just just watch the documentary about it. Just trying to learn.
Basically read a book.
I do consider that reading.
It counts.
It
Put,
counts.
put the subtitles on. You are reading.
Bingo. See, now we're on to something.
That's what I count as.
Now
reading a
we're
book.
on to something. Tom, I would say we kept it in the pocket last night.
We did a great job. I think this week was a good little taste of Jesus Christ, sorry. Of being in New York, not the way I usually do it when I visit.
Not party mode.
Yeah, because when I usually do it, it's like, even if it's not party mode, it's like I go, all right, let me do spot, let me go to the latest possible show for the hang.
Right.
Which I didn't do Tuesday. Did spots,
Home.
went home. Got a good night's sleep.
Bingo.
Last night, did spots, went to the show, and then we all hung. But it was a very in the pocket.
Fully in the pocket hang.
It was good. I felt great today.
4 of us were in the pocket. One person was out of the pocket.
There's a couple loose balls.
Oh, there were 2 loose balls.
Yeah.
We were tight balls.
Yeah, we were real tight balls.
And
Absolute
then-
briefs.
Which felt, that's what I'm saying. You feel good because you're like, oh, I don't have any regret. I don't regret anything.
Well, yeah, usually when I visit New York, I leave and I feel like I got beat up physically.
Yeah, well, you did.
I kinda
And you
did,
Beat
yeah.
yourself up, honestly.
Yeah, where I'm kind of like on the plane back and I'm like, oh, God, please upgrade me to first class. Anakin up there. Please let me sit next to Anakin Skywalker.
And you're just kind of looking around. They're like, "Are you okay?" And you're like, "Yeah, just like I drank a ton.
I don't think I could move here.
And I didn't sleep at all.
This trip was a better feel of like, yeah, you could just be here, hang with friends, not do like I'm not like trying to do 1,000 spots.
Right.
I do kind of end up though every time I'm here. I told Nick, the guy I'm staying with, and like I felt bad because he was like, "Do you have a bunch of shows?" And like 2 weeks ago, I was like, "No, I might just like not really book stuff up because I just kind of want to do the pod with Tim and hang out and you know." And then of course it's like I get anxiety about like not being booked, and I'm like, "Let me send out 49 messages real quick."
Right. Because then people are like, "Oh, you're in town. What shows you doing?" And you're like,
Just doing the pod with Tim.
No, just hanging.
Yeah.
Just wanted to hang.
Yeah.
No, I think it's good. Wait, so have you and Nick's been able to hang at all?
We've been hanging a bit in the
Really,
mornings before he works.
Ooh,
Yeah.
sick ass hang.
Not great. Not awesome.
That's where the fun happens.
Yeah.
So you guys like eat a bowl of cereal and then
He
you're
was
like,
in LA like
"Landed it."
last week,
Oh,
so we hung there.
Okay. Ah.
We got a nice meal there.
Oh, right.
You ever been to Sugarfish
Nope.
Sushi?
Never heard of it.
You should hit it here.
There's a Sugarfish?
It's a chain, but it's like nice.
Okay.
Well, it's nice for me. I think for like sushi snobs, it's not nice.
Okay. I'm not mad. You ever been to a Nobu?
No, but that's nice.
Oh, Tom, the one in Chicago sucks dick and
You
balls.
went, isn't it? We hit our Dick and Balls quota already for the week, by the way. Free hot dogs at patreon.com/Dick and Balls.
Stinks, Tom. It was so bad. We all left very upset.
How much was it per?
We probably spent $300 per couple.
Oh, per couple.
Yeah.
All right, that's.
I'm not a $600 meal guy. You know that, Tom.
I do know that.
You know that.
You're like, I could pay my rent again, or we could eat this underwhelming meal.
I would throw a glass through the window and run if they
If it
handed
was
me a $600 bill.
Yeah. So what was it? Just underwhelming?
Food was like very whatever. Wait, staff, dog shit. Like it was a thing where it's like never ever go back. And I'm sure this is like the whatever satellite Nobu where they just people go because it's called Nobu. I'm sure the one in wherever is
the
amazing.
LA one is the famous one, I think.
I mean, this one was just flat out not good.
Poo poo magoo.
Poo. It was like
Poo-poo
dry. It was
manoo-
bad. Poo poo manoo boo.
I kind of had a stroke because I was trying to process that.
And you're like, don't somehow say a racial slur. Don't somehow say a racial slur.
I was like, it's in there somewhere.
Somewhere for sure.
Yeah. So Sugarfish is like you're gonna walk out of there spending $65 per person,
Now we're talking.
and it's like you do like they do the thing. It's called like a trust me order, where you just say, you know, it's whatever that chef currently recommends.
Love that.
And there's like it's like 8. You get like 8 to 10 nice pieces.
Because Lizzie and we've been craving some sushi.
Hit a Sugarfish and let me know what you think.
We haven't had sushi since we've been in New York.
And it's a no tipping establishment.
Tom,
I'm speaking your language.
Holy
I know.
shit!
Yeah.
I mean, the holy
Fish.
Sugarfish. I'm loving this. No tip.
No tip.
Wait, but I mean, are they incentivized to give you good serve?
It was pretty good vis.
Love that.
Yeah.
Love that for me already.
Yeah. They do get you in and out of there. Which I don't hate either. Yeah.
Not mad at that.
Like it's kind of like the second you're done with like a dish or your drink, they're like bing, bing, they come out of nowhere.
Turning those tables, Tom.
Yeah.
TTT. I like because we, obviously we were in the Schwick for the first year we were here.
Yeah.
And
You're not gonna be hitting sushi.
I'm not looking for
Schwick.
sushi in the Schwick.
No,
unless
bush
I'm
sushi is
ooh,
not
give me some
awesome.
diarrhea. Give me some diarrhea.
Ooh, would just love to be tied to my toilet for 3
I
days.
want my butthole to hurt. It just I can't do that in the Schwick.
That feels like the absolute worst place on earth. I would rather get sushi in Cleveland, Ohio.
100% at the airport. For sure.
Yes,
Than
from a
anywhere.
Hudson News.
Than anywhere in Bushy.
Yeah.
Because we looked at a few and then we kind of walked by some and it looked pretty seedy and you're like, this is fish.
Yeah.
Not risking it.
No.
There's some things you can't risk. Sushi's one of them.
Yeah, I don't know if I've ever actually had bad sushi, but it sounds like the worst thing that can
I
happen.
can see
to you.
Lizzie likes I can't eat leftover sushi.
Yeah, I've never even considered it.
Grosses me out.
Right.
Lizzie will pop that shit in the fridge and munch on it for a few days.
You ever get grocery store sushi?
Me personally?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, who else am I asking? I was talking to that squirrel over there.
Nah, I just thought it would be funny to make it really specific and then just be like, yeah, I have.
Yeah, me too. I like it. From a nice grocery store, they do a fine job.
It's not bad. And I mean, if you just drape it up and drip it out in soy sauce anyway, it's all pretty good.
Little soy, little green stuff. What's
You
it called?
are you
Wasabi?
a sashimi guy?
Wasabi. What's sashimi again?
It's just like the piece of rice with like just a piece of fish
over
on it.
top. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
sugarfish. Nails it.
Oh boy,
You gotta hit
kind of
sugarfish.
selling me on the show.
Yeah.
Where
God
is this?
damn it! I wish you didn't have dinner plans tonight. That would have been a fun kickoff.
I know.
Not kickoff.
Send off.
Send off.
Have we ever enjoyed a meal together at a restaurant?
Not really.
Wait, Tom.
I've not
Think
enjoyed
about
some
this.
meals together with you.
Tom. Wait, have we ever gone to a restaurant?
We've gone to what's Chicago
Tango, Sir.
Tango Sir, but that was with a big group.
I don't think we've ever had a meal.
Me and you. I don't think so.
I mean, this is weird,
It's
wild
kind of blown
stuff.
my mind. Well, we've
Because right when you
on
said
the
that, it'd been a good-
road, but never like
Yeah,
a
but that's
great
Panda.
yeah. We've eaten panda in my car
That's
together.
me shoveling panda while you give me a mean look out of the corner of your eye. That's not
I'm
the
just
same.
eating one little egg McMuffin, and you're like,
We go out to eat, and they're like, and for you, sir? I'm like, no, I'm great. And I just pull out panda. Actually,
Tim,
can you
it's
plate this?
sugarfish.
Yeah.
could you plate this?
Yeah, we gotta have a fucking meal or
Yeah,
something.
that's kind of crazy. Well,
is
I'm leaving
wild.
tomorrow, so
Well,
I'm
guess
see you in
I'll
a couple
see you
months.
next time.
Let's hit Sugarfish next time I'm here. You can go before then too, but you're gonna want to go back. I
That's a
think.
big fat deal, Tom. I'm kind of amped about Sugarfish.
Well, I recently went with some people. Me and my mom went when she was in LA, and we were pleasantly surprised.
Okay.
We kind of went last minute. We were looking for a spot. We were kind of stuck in Santa Monica. Weather was shitty, and I was like, let's hit this place. I've never been. I've heard about it, and it was a great time. Cheap bevies,
Bingo.
no tip,
Love that.
quick service. It was great. I went back with some friends that are in a higher tax bracket than me,
Sure. We've all been there.
and they were like, it was fine. And
am
I was like, damn it, am I just like that poor now?
I the poor kid now?
Yeah, it kind of like it was kind of eye opening.
Well, you're looking at the meal differently than they are.
Well, because like I don't go out to eat.
You're
ever.
going $65 no tip.
It's amazing. And
Like
they're
they don't even. That's not even a part of their meal thought.
like, no,
They're like, oh, we spent money. I have no idea how much.
yeah,
I just gave them the thing, and then we left.
it's credit card. It's free.
That stinks because you want everybody to be like, that was really, really good.
Yeah, and everyone was like, yeah, it was good. It wasn't a.
Their voices went up.
It was good.
Yeah. No,
It's
I'm
good.
glad you liked that.
Oh yeah, it's. How are you doing, dude?
Sick. Is that shirt's from Amazon, right? They like all pull you aside separately. Like, hey, man, if you need a couple of bucks, just let
if
me
you're,
know.
it's just, are you okay?
Is everything
you doing
fine?
okay? You need some gas money for the way home.
And you're like, no, I just wanted to take you to Sugarfish.
I would love, yeah, if you got like 20 on you though.
I love that, like, it's like the poor thing, and you're like, Tim, you're gonna love this.
No, but I stand by the quality. I enjoyed it.
Tom.
And my mom has a high bar.
Tom,
What?
what I've just done there is turned something into an insult for no reason at all.
And you've never done that before.
It's kind of not my
So
thing.
I didn't even pick up on it because I'm like, well, that's not a thing Tim does.
Well,
ever.
that's why I needed to clarify it.
I appreciate you calling it out. This is good. This is growth.
See, I've been going through a lot of self-therapy. Now, here's a little thought.
Rebranding self-hatred as self-therapy.
Here's something I saw and read. There's AI therapy.
A documentary.
It's actually about Laurel Canyon and AI therapy.
AI therapy.
Because they
Please
pretty
don't
much
start with AI therapy.
too late.
No.
No, I haven't. I did Google it though.
Just chatting with Chat GPT all
Pretty
day.
much.
Don't do that.
I mean, but here's the thing. What does a therapist know? I could be a therapist. Tell me something. I'll give you a great response.
I'm having like real severe doubts about living in LA.
Tell me more about that.
I'm like really scared of if I made the wrong decision.
Okay. Well, what would your other decision have been?
No, that's not right.
It
Don't
is
make
right.
don't make me think about the other decisions.
Yeah.
Uh-uh.
Because then you go
You got to
through
dig
those.
deeper into the problem.
Oh, okay, therapist Tom.
Who's been in therapy for 4 years?
Who's been on Chat GPT for the past 3 days?
Also, I'm doing fine with LA. Somebody's gonna be like, "Fuck, dude, I'm really sorry."
Man, I'm sorry to hear you're struggling out there eating fucking gas station sushi and bumming all your friends out.
Bringing all your friends to the local 7-Eleven. Yeah, pick anything you want. It's a no tipping establishment. Actually,
Oh, I love that all your selling points to your rich friends. They do $65. You don't have to tip. Drinks are cheap as hell. They're like, oh god, this is not who we thought you were
it's
going
a
to be.
good spot.
No, I'm in. Is it in Brookie or is it in the Hat?
I don't know.
Oh,
I've never been here.
oh, but they do have one here.
Yeah, I think it started here,
Bingo.
or it started there. I don't know.
A lot of good information from Tom.
Listen, I'm scared to share it now because the more I shared, the more it felt like I was advertising a fast food restaurant.
That is heartbreaking though when your friends are like,
That was good.
you ever brought a bottle of wine somewhere and they're like,
Oh,
okay,
dude.
yeah.
I did that with my cousins who are literally wine collectors. I mean, I brought a bottle of
You bring up like a
duck.
bottle of decoy.
Decoy,
Yeah.
duck. God, I'm a fucking. Am I a poor person? I mean, I know I am financially, but like, am I a
but
poor
like
person?
mentally,
Yeah.
am I a poor person?
I always thought I kind of had some class, but am I just an absolute piece of human trash?
Well, I mean, the duck, that didn't help your case.
I did bring decoy. That's so funny that you knew.
Someone called like, I don't know, it's like
It was like a mallard.
quack. Give me some quack.
The thing is, I knew going into it, I was like, whatever I bring over, this is gonna be. They throw it in their cabinet for like
It's the dinner wine.
party. Like,
it's just
this
like
is
the-
like late party wine.
Right.
We were going over for a nice dinner. I knew the bottles they were opening. There was not one thing under $100 in there.
And you can't bring that.
But the next time I went, I brought a bottle of whiskey that's kind of hard to find. It's not that expensive, $60 bottle of whiskey, but it's hard to find.
Mm-hmm.
That's where I can provide value.
There we go. Okay.
And it was so much better received because the decoy was like, yeah, they toss it over their shoulder.
Oh.
It just smashed in
Thank
the background.
you. You basically just handed them $18.
It was 26. It was the nice kind.
It's
got
that's
the
the thing
fancy
with
label.
wine. It's like, because you don't want to. Oh, Jesus. Why? You are a poor. What are you doing?
I don't know. I'm kind of falling
Your
apart.
class is just falling off a cliff
Jeez, I'm wearing a knit shirt. I thought that would do the trick.
Knit shirt does look good. But like with the wine, it's an awkward thing because like you either bring over something where they just go,
Yeah.
or you got to get this thing where now they feel like they have to be like, ooh.
Yeah, because what's the... Also, then there's like no payoff in like the $60 range.
Because then you're in no man's land.
Yeah, because it's like not nicer than what they have, but it is like nice enough where they kind of have to be like, this is... Thank you.
Okay.
So what is the range? That's why you got to just... I was like, I don't even know if they're whiskey fans. But
Yeah, I think that's the right
going
move.
a different route.
I think that's the right move.
Because I walked in there with a red face. I mean, I knew what I was doing.
What do you mean?
With the duck.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's just because then they feel like, did they serve it while you were there?
No.
Oh, I love that.
I think they fed it to their dog.
They just threw it right out of the window.
They were like, there's some rats in the alley that are going to love this.
They just pop it open, dump it right down the sink, right in front of you.
Staring at me.
Thanks
Thank
for
you
coming,
so much.
Tom.
Yeah, I mean, I once again, I knew what they were doing, and they're the best people. I love them to death. They were not weird about it. They were like, okay, we're going to open some fun stuff tonight. It was kind of like a fun night. It was Thanksgiving. Or no, this was the whiskey was Thanksgiving. But it was a fun night.
Mm-hmm.
We were opening like bottles they'd held onto for a couple years.
Okay.
So
yeah,
Decoy
the decoy's
didn't
not
fit
making
in.
decoy's not making the list.
No.
No. That's not even the seventh man on that team.
Oh my God, he got a 10-day contract 3 years ago, and now he's sitting in the upper deck.
Yeah, that decoy's absolutely playing in Europe.
He's talking about how if he didn't hurt his shoulder, he would have been something.
That is just an awkward, because for some reason wine is a thing where people have to like, I see what you brought.
Thank you.
me.
Yeah.
Thank you
Thank
for
you.
this. Thank you for the wine.
Yeah.
And you're like, I don't even know if it's good. I only look
I
at
actually
the
kind of
price.
know it's not very good.
Yeah. It's like, it was $22.
Is that good for you?
Do you
Would that be good for
Would it
you?
be good for you? I don't know. And I'm not even a wine guy.
No.
I mean, I've been known to wine.
And dine. Except for not me. We've never had.
We've
a
actually
meal
never
together.
wined and dined.
Yeah.
We only
We've wined.
wined.
Yeah.
Well, we've whiskeyed.
We've whiskeyed for sure.
We've wined.
We've wined for sure.
We've busted into a summertime sav or two.
Once or twice.
I mean, good Lord. I think about this night randomly, and it was funny. We wrote, I think we've talked about this. We were writing classic roommate-in-law sketches.
Yeah.
As we do. As we've been known to do.
We're some of the best roommates-in-law writers in the game.
Top 2, at least.
Yeah. We're on strike, though.
We've been on strike for 3
We've
years.
been on
We
strike
saw this
for a
thing
couple
coming
years.
a long way out.
Sorry, Writers Guild.
And we said, you know what? Before you even fuck us over, we quit.
You're welcome for leading the way. Executives have been barking down our throats. What is that?
Barking down
up our tree?
No, they've been breathing down our necks.
That's what I was looking for.
Or they've been barking up the wrong tree.
Yeah, but I wasn't looking for that. I was looking breathing down our necks. Anyways, what night we were writing?
Oh, we rode until blah blah blah, and then we bust. It was like 2 a.m, and you're like, you want to buzz over, and there's like, like a really nice bottle of whiskey.
I've been holding on to it for a while.
Yeah, you kept that.
Yeah.
It was like dusty.
Yeah.
And then we drank the whole bottle, and then the next day you were like, I
was so mad.
Why did we do that?
We didn't drink the whole thing. We did about half of it.
Oh, okay.
Which is too much.
Quite a bit.
Because we had drank 3 bottles of wine before that.
Perhaps a couple of screws as well.
Oh, no, that's what we were drinking. It wasn't wine and whiskey. That would have been a dark.
We went on a real... Oh, yeah, it was just vodka and whiskey.
Just vodka and orange juice and whiskey.
Sick.
It's a much better palate.
I mean, and I just remember the next... You were like, oh,
why did we do that?
Why did we do that?
The funny thing is, we were like... I remember I poured a little taster. I'm like, taste this. And when we were both drinking, we were like, that is really good.
This is good.
Just hammered.
I mean, just fully tuned up. I don't even drink whiskey, and I'm like silky smooth.
I think my brother and my brother-in-law are both still mad at me for that. Actually, my whole family is. We collect Blantons as a family.
Yeah.
And they're probably all just listening to this like, God damn it.
They're like, at least you gotta be drinking Blantons over a nice plate of roadkill.
For those of you who haven't listened to the entire pod, this reference, we referenced it last week as well. My brother is a real man of the woods, and he's a real use the whole buffalo kind of guy.
Yeah.
Which I got a lot of respect for.
Real man of the highway, actually.
And one thing he will do is if there's a cleanly hit deer, there's a service in Minnesota. I actually don't even think he does that. I think he just gets alerts from his friends and stuff.
Hey, man.
Where do you think we're from?
I mean, if you're in the woods, everybody's a hit.
Hey, man.
Hey, man, we got a fresh one.
We got a fresh deer on the side of the road. You want some of this venison?
Do you think he's ever come up on one and it's still kind of alive and he has to, kick it a lot?
You don't kick it.
And he, rams its head with
probably.
a brick?
I think he'd probably go knife maybe to the jugular or something.
Ooh, boy, I just couldn't do that.
I think he's done that when he's actually shot one because he bow hunts for them, too. And so sometimes they stay alive for a second.
I just couldn't do it.
Yeah.
That's a big animal.
Yeah.
I think I could, I've killed birds.
Yeah, I've done that with birds and rabbits and stuff.
But a big ass that's looking at you?
Because you do a little bunny.
Yeah.
It's twitching, looking at you.
I mean, I wouldn't love it.
And then you got to grab by the neck and swing it around. Sorry to our vegetarian listeners.
Saw my friend do that to a duck. Didn't care for it.
Oh, yeah, that's what you always have to do with ducks and pheasants.
They also bite the head.
Bite?
Uh-huh.
With the human mouth?
Yeah, but he said that's more of a trick. So he used to go to...
Wait, what the fuck?
Yeah. So he used to do, guided tours in, Argentina.
Okay.
I think it was Argentina. And so he would, take these people out. And, the people are paying all sorts of money for these things. So he would take them out shooting. And then they're always got a big kick. And if it was alive, he'd, you bite the head to kill it instead of doing that. And they thought it was, this... Oh, shit. We got, a real man on our
It's
hands.
so unnecessary.
Yeah. It's just...
And one of the grossest things I've ever heard.
It's fully disgusting.
That's way worse. Give me some roadkill.
I mean, sure. Yeah. I mean, he didn't it wasn't like an Ozzy Osbourne situation.
No, but there's some shit that comes out in your mouth.
Sure, bird shit.
No, bird blood, brains.
I think it's just you crack the skull. I mean, I'm certainly not defending this practice, but yeah. I don't think he munches it.
It actually tastes good. You put a little salt and pepper on there first. It's not bad.
Get a little soy sauce on that thing.
Oh, you drench it in soy sauce, wasabi. That's what they serve at Sugarfish.
But yeah, so back to what we were talking about. Tom's family eats roadkill.
Yes. And I don't. Oh, that's what you were. Yeah, just no. But it's you just harvest the deer the same way as if you would shoot it, and then you cook it the same way.
Yeah, just this time it was shot with a Ford F-150.
Some would say that's a cleaner kill.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know. Tom?
But wait, I got a fun little whiskey tale for you real quick.
Lay it on me.
I was at this place in San Jose with Jeffrey Osmus after a show there.
Our friend Jeff?
Our friend Jeff.
Oh, okay.
And I'm sitting there, and they had just have a beautiful whiskey collection.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm asking him about it, and then I watch this guy next to me buy a bottle. And I go, do you sell whiskey, like, by the bottle? He's like, yeah, we have, like, a wholesale deal because the ones we go through the most of, we were allowed to sell. You just can't open it in here. They got one of my favorite rare whiskeys in there.
Weller's.
Like, how much is that? No, Eagle Rare.
Blanton's.
Eagle Rare's same guys as Blanton's.
Pappy Van Winkle.
It's Eagle Rare. And it's like $40, which is like great. So I was like, yeah,
40?
I'll buy one of those.
40
Yeah.
clams?
Mm-hmm.
Sounds Eagle not so rare.
Eagle Common. And it was amazing. And I'm like raving about it. I'm like bragging to people around us. Also, the bartender recognized Jeff from the internet. That was kind of cool.
That's huge.
And then he goes, what are you doing in town? We just did a show 30 feet away. It's amazing how people can be like, I'm a huge fan. And then they're like, what? Why are you here?
And you're like, well, I'm doing a show in this venue.
We just got off stage.
That you work at.
I posted about it 39 times. How did you not see it?
Incredible. I mean, people live in their own world. They
Yeah.
don't know. Jeff lives in their phone.
That's true.
He's the phone guy.
He's guy on the phone.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he's better that way, honestly, than in person.
Saw you on the phone.
What is that?
I'm just trying to remix anything with a roommates-in-law
I
theme.
saw you on the phone.
You're writing some jokes and you're in my cell phone, but now you're in this bar.
Roommates-in-law.
Roommates-in-law.
So I'm like raving about it, whatever. We leave. We get back to the hotel. Jeff gets a DM from Mr. Bartender, and he goes, your friend, and he threw a little dig at me, but he goes, your friend, Matt Triflin. I think he was like making a reference to Matt Rife.
Okay.
But he said Matt Triflin.
Sucks.
Stinks.
I mean, wow.
Stinks.
That's horrible.
That's what this guy called me.
Matt
Triflin?
Boo.
It took us reading it like 39 times to be like, is he? He's making fun of me, right? And he was kind of like a dick to me. It was weird. He like recognized Jeff. He's like, what are you doing in town? Jeff's like, I was just headlining. This is Tommy. He's also a comedian. He was opening for me. And he was kind of like, oh, do you do comedy too? And I was like, yeah.
Yeah.
And he was like, all right.
All right, Matt.
Triflin.
Triflin.
It was so weird. But he goes, your friend Matt Triflin left the whiskey at the bar.
Oh, that sucks ass.
We closed out and I walked right out of there and I'm like, I can't believe I got such a good deal on that bottle. I'm like talking about it and it's sitting in the bar. Theoretically,
you did get a good deal.
And we went back and Mr. Dickhead himself hand delivered it to me at the door.
Where he was like, hey.
I didn't say anything, of course.
Don't give him the satisfaction.
Couldn't. Matt Triflin.
I mean, that's a bad riff.
It's a really zero riff.
And I mean, you've heard some of the riffs I've been tossing out on this pod.
I've heard some of the ones I've thrown out myself.
Yeah, that sucks ass. Hey, Tom.
We have to leave.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to go. Hey, all right. Well, we love you guys.
Love you. Bye.
Bye. Smooth ending.
He married my sister, now we're living together.